I grew up in a small town. Our house was nestled between oak trees and full of memories that now feel like distant fairy tales. When I was 10, my family and I moved to Sydney. To the big city, I brought with me big dreams, though when I arrived it quickly swallowed me whole and I lost a sense of who I was. Every summer I'd make a trip back home and it'd feel different every time, but one thing remained consistent. I felt like myself again. Before this trip, it had been 2 years since I visited home. This year I kept my head down for months, planning the release of new music, and April through to June disappeared in the blink of an eye. I was burnt out, sick, and needed a break. Escaping the buzz of Sydney gave me the space to breathe and think clearly. The days no longer slipped through my fingers like sand. I felt like I had more life. It's raining. I don't know if this fire is gonna last, honestly. I'm trying. Light on fire. You can do it. I think it's time for some wine. Smoky. I'm currently staying up in the Adelaide Hills. Well, I stayed for a night. I kind of wish I booked it a little bit longer, but I am just grateful for this time that I've had to spend here. I grew up a suburb over, and this scenery reminds me a lot of my childhood. It is so whimsical and magical, and there's a freshwater spring here, so I just fell asleep to the sound of the creek. I'm stuck at a crossroad right now. I've been living in Sydney for the last 12 years or something. Life has just never felt authentic there. I've never felt like myself, and every time I come back here I'm reminded of who I am, and I just love it here. I'm gonna go for a hike today at Mount Lofty. I'm terribly underprepared. At least I brought hiking shoes. I don't have a backpack, so I'm just going to make a backpack out of my tote bag. Got about an hour until I need to leave, so I think I'm gonna go and make a coffee and journal. And then I'll be off on the road again. Story of my life. One of my favourite things to do in visiting another city is to take a trip to the art gallery, and this time round I was fortunate enough to experience the Frida Kahlo exhibition. Hi!
Keep it on.
Keep it on? But now it's both of us.
She will show you.
Can we smile?
She will show you. Can you smile?
How beautiful. Ah!
I want to see me.
Do your biggest smile. The rest of this trip was so wholesome. I spent the week catching up with family, having bonfires, toasting marshmallows, checking out Illuminate, which is this beautiful light show in the city. They even had bonfires in the city, which was just so cool. I've been craving sitting next to a fire for months now, so I was loving life. Another thing I love to do when visiting a city is go to the markets. Adelaide is renowned for their local produce, and these markets did not disappoint. I had an absolute field day here. I'm sitting in the botanical gardens right now, just enjoying the sun and atmosphere. This is honestly the perfect way to close off my time here. It's my last day in Adelaide. I'm feeling really sad about leaving. While I was away on this trip, I took a bunch of field recordings as well as voice journals, and when I got back, I felt inspired to turn them into a song, so here it is. As I drove through the familiar roads of the hills, I just cried. And I couldn't stop the tears from flowing. It was like this part of me was unlocked and needed to be released. I'm videoing you.
You have to pose.
And it did feel really healing to cry. So I feel like I'm running blindly into the dark right now. And there's this part of me that keeps pulling me back and going, no, Tayla, stand still. Look around you. Is this what you want? And to be honest with myself, I actually don't know what I want. And it did feel really healing to cry.